They're coming. Stay hidden, or we will not survive.
Hello, welcome to this special episode of Holocron Entries. We're discussing Obi-Wan's first and probably only trailer, considering the show's out in like 3 weeks. Joining me, Ashley Holdby.
May the force be with you, but
May the
force be with you. Yeah. Also, that's the second trailer, and also hello there.
Was it? I thought we only had teaser.
Well, I guess that is.
Yeah.
This is also a teaser. Come on.
I mean, but doesn't it show up as? Aren't they listing it? Like if I go on YouTube, because I just watched
it says official trailer, but
yeah, that's what. Yeah.
But it's shorter than the other one, so
yeah. All right, so give me your. Is it actually shorter?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
first one was a minute 46. This is a minute 28.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we literally just watched it. Now we're recording this, so we're getting the facts as we go here. So the other one, so the other one was a teaser, and then like let's get this out of the way. What are your thoughts on this? This is basically version 2 of the teaser, right? Yep. Just a lot of So 1 month ago, 1 minute 46 teaser. Today, 179,000 at the moment of recording, 1 minute 29. So you're right. You're right. What do you make of it?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's more of what we saw. There's not a lot much to add. I mean, there's certain like smaller moments that I think are interesting and intriguing. Of course, ending with like the tease of Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. So, I mean... I don't think it's going to win over people who weren't going to watch this. But for people who were, I mean, it's a little bit more another morsel to get excited about.
Yeah, do you reckon they'll release something? Or do you reckon I'm right in saying this is probably all we're going to get?
This is probably it. I mean, it's 3 weeks out. There's no point dropping another trailer.
No.
Because it doesn't need it.
No, I can see. Yeah. So I can see. Like, I looked in the comment section real quickly there just to see what the general reaction from people's been, and it's like cool, but kind of disappointed we didn't get to see more. I think I'm totally fine with them sort of just doing a rehash of the first teaser. Like it plays to the same beats, although slightly different towards the end there, as you're saying. I'm totally fine with that because it's 6 episodes. Keep me in the dark for a lot of it. You know, like I'm watching it either way. I watched the teaser. I got hype. I watched the trailer here. I get hype. I'm hype. You know, I feel like that's a really good. I feel like that was a really good trailer. It doesn't give me a lot of new stuff. I'm fine with, but like tonally, I'm like fuck yeah, let's fucking go. Like, I'm keen for this, very keen for this, and I know I'm of two minds of this, and I've probably discussed this before, where I'm a bit like, man, I get sick of Star Wars, like just always going back to the same like characters and all this sort of stuff. But man,
going back to Tatooine.
But yeah, I'm fucking sick of Tatooine. But Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan. Special place in my heart. I'm willing to. I've got my rose tinted glasses on for this one I'm fully admitted to that. I definitely have rose tinted glasses on for this. And there's a lot of that watching this. Just again, interesting things like just off the top of my head. So obviously we don't really see too much more of the Inquisitors. We do see a lot more of the new Inquisitor, which seems to be, I guess, the main one they're going to use. Like the one that's in this and hasn't been like sort of in the comics and stuff. Yeah, Lady Inquisitor. Yeah, Lady Inquisitor.
Seventh sister, honestly.
Yeah, who's like yelling at him at the end there, like, he'll get you, and Obi-Wan, and like she's the one.
You, Obi-Wan, if it's the last thing I do.
Yeah, like she's doing all that. I mean, you see a few other shots of other Inquisitors, but again, they're like ones that are either from Rebels or comic books and stuff like that. So you get a little bit more of her, which is cool. You see a lot of Obi-Wan using pistols in this. Or blasters, I should say, sorry.
Doesn't want to draw attention.
Doesn't want to draw attention, but it's just very weird. You know, between so uncivilized, you know, like all these sort of comments that we have from Obi-Wan and other material and stuff, just seeing him doing a lot of blaster action here. I mean, it does make sense. I'm just saying, like, if he pulls out the lightsaber, that's probably the quickest way to draw attention to himself. But it's just, it's quite odd. It's interesting they sort of juxtaposition the line with her saying, like, you have that moment of them like doing a wanted poster for Obi-Wan. They more or less imply that Vader's like put out this thing, like, Obi-Wan's out there somewhere. I know he's out there. Find him. Like, I've never seen his body. No one's ever told me they killed him. He's out there. He's hiding. I need you to find him. I need my revenge. Like, that's sort of what it seems to me the tone of this show is. Like, the show is literally people hunting for Obi-Wan. And you have that sort of line where there's like that new Inquisitor saying, maybe you haven't been looking in the right places, and they play it over that new city locale. But I think she's definitely like in the meaning of that line. I feel like it's got to mean Tatooine or something like that. So I feel like the stuff we see on Tatooine with the Inquisitors, in my mind, they come to Tatooine. Then because of that, he leaves.
Yes, that would make sense.
Because he actually realizes he needs to deal with this before he can come back, because him being there puts Luke in danger.
Yep.
That's how I feel like that's going to play out. It does mean at some stage here, like with the whole Vader wants another duel, and we know we're going to see them fight. I mean, also the poster they just released, fucking banging. Have you seen this thing? You look at this poster?
With the transparent Obi-Wan and Darth Vader in the background.
Yeah, that's a fucking sick ass looking poster.
Pretty cool.
I think it's very cool. So poster, tone of the trailer, everything. It's like Vader wants round 2. You know, he wants the second fight. I feel like, and we know we're getting that. It's not like they're not teasing us out and not going to give it to us. They've been saying since day one, hey, we're doing Vader versus Obi-Wan. You're going to get that. You're getting another fight from them. But it does mean when they do the fight, you know, neither of them are going to die. But I feel like there has to be some sort of something happens that obviously leads Vader to think that Obi-Wan's dead or something, you know, to leave him alone so he can head back to Tatooine and sort of continue hiding out. Like maybe he thinks he wins or something like that, because then everything still makes sense by the time you get to A New Hope, and the reason the Inquisitors or he never goes try to look for him again on Tatooine or everything. I mean, wait and see, of course, but what else was interesting? The Lars line. So obviously, you got Joel Edgerton here.
Yeah.
That back and forth between them seems pulled directly from a more recent comic book. They have a very similar conversation in one of the, I think it might have been either the Obi-Wan short limited run comic they did, or like one of the Darth Vader comics. One of those more recent ones of the Disney era of Star Wars comics. They have a very similar conversation where Obi-Wan says, hey, I need to train him. And then he's like, nah, like basically says, go fuck yourself, which it seems like how that's conversation playing out. And that line stings where he, in the trailer there, where he's like, he's going to be trained one day. And then he train him like he trained his father. It's like, ooh. That's a stinger. That's a bee stinger. That's one you got to pull out after the fucking thing flies off. You know what I mean? Like, that's a nasty one.
Knockout blow. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the cinematography in the trailer. Is that the thing I was thinking?
I'd be interested on that point. Is there something that happens in this series that's like, no, I'm not interested in training Luke? Or is that something Obi-Wan wanted?
I just think that it's always been implied in, you know, the movies, the comic books, everything. It's always just been implied that the reason Obi-Wan never trains him is because Lars never allows it. And that's the sole reason. Like, he never allows. He literally creates this narrative about the crazy Ben out in the desert. You know, like, he's the one that fills Luke with this. Don't talk to that guy. He's a loony. Stay away from him. You know, so that's where all that sort of comes from, to try and protect Luke and keep him away from that world. Yeah. But yeah, the cinematography I thought was really good. There's a lot of, like, apart from seeing more Tatooine, there's a lot of really great shots. That shot right at the end there. I love that close-up shot of the Vader chest plate thing. I thought was really cool. And then also just that shot of Obi-Wan, like, sort of looking at the camera, light sort of across his eyes and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to having a limited run series that's all under one director's vision as well. So you got some sort of, like, direct cohesion between everything. Like, not to say that obviously on normal TV shows they have a lot of different directors. There's definitely something to be said for that. But yeah, because it's just this one-off limited run series, just having that one director's vision is something I think is going to hopefully help it in the long run as well. Good teaser music there as well. They sort of tease the Darth Vader sort of theme at the end, I noticed. Thought that was really cool. Yeah, anything you stood out to you?
Got to see Kumail Nanjiani for one
That's
frame.
true. There was that one frame of Kumail Nanjiani. It looks like he's wearing a very he looks like he's wearing like a Ben Kenobi sort of cloak. That's what it looked like to me.
He could be a Jedi on the run.
What if he was?
Looks like a Jedi.
I mean, that'd be an interesting twist.
I mean, after you got like a Mickey Mouse droid. It's crazy.
I mean, if he was, that would be. It's not like sort of out of the world at this stage. They've gone from there's only like one Jedi, two Jedis alive to
there was hundreds. We never knew.
They're all over the place. I mean, it's fine because with the Inquisitors, like during the timeline here, it's like the Inquisitors at this point are still hunting. I think in the comics, it's like for whatever Inquisitors weren't dead. It's like sort of explained that they're sort of written off because their service is no longer needed once the Jedi are dead. That was their purpose. Like their purpose was to hunt Jedi. Yeah. So if all the Jedi dead, some of them were, or most of them were ex-Jedi anyway. So it's like time to join the furnace. Off you go.
Yeah. So we see a bunch of like bounty hunters going after Obi-Wan, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just to go with the shot we see of the Wanted poster.
Yeah.
I presume.
Are we going to see any bounty hunters we know? Are they going to shoehorn? Are they going to shoehorn her? I mean, they created him for live action. Why are you going to use him for like 2 episodes?
No, I don't think we do because I feel like all the bounty hunters Obi-Wan will deal with. So to have a cameo implies that they need to survive. So I'm saying no. I don't want that. I don't think that's necessary. But yeah, I presume that's just going to be one scene where he gets spotted or one bounty hunter spots him, and next second he's got to deal with all these.
Do you reckon he's going to save a kid at one point, and then it turns out that kid is Diego Luna's character in the next series?
I really hope not. I do wonder. So I think the first episode's like a setup. Maybe by the end of the first episode, the Inquisitors show up.
How long do you reckon these episodes are?
I'm saying 40 minutes each.
So longer than Mando and Boba. Okay. I hope so too. If we're only going to get 6 episodes and we're never going to revisit this ever again.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm dreaming. But I mean, what if they're half an hour each? It's like a 3-hour movie.
Maybe. I believe the volume only works for 30 minutes at a time, so.
Fair game. All right. I'm very keen. Obviously, we'll be back here on this podcast feed. When's it? 27th?
I want to say 27th. It's on the Friday, right?
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, 27th, yeah.
27th. Oh, it's gone off top of my head.
Unless
27th. It's not getting fucking. Why would you say that? Like, I'm literally ending the episode. You're like, unless it gets delayed.
It's a possibility.
They just dropped the fucking trailer. Oh my God. You just.
Or what if they move forward?
They're not fucking. 6 episodes, May 27th, end of this month. 2 episodes drop on the first day.
So we're doing 2 episodes, or we're just going to push
I don't know. We'll have a podcast on this feed, though. But they are dropping 2 on the first episode. So those 6 episodes are going to go by a lot faster than you think when there's only a month of watching the show.
5 weeks.
Yeah.
Not even 5 weeks because it jumps back to Wednesday. So
that's true. Yeah, exactly. It's even less. So crazy times. But
so
join us
4
then.
episodes in like a week apart. Oh no, 3 episodes in a week.
3 episodes a week apart. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Join us then back here on the Holocron Entries podcast feed too, where we'll be talking about Obi-Wan for all those weeks. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the feed for all of our other Star Wars discussion like this when trailers drop, or other shows when they return, like The Bad Batch and Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. I'm not sure if they announced there was more of that. Probably is. I don't remember. All of the Star Wars shows and whatever else is coming in the future, of course, right here on this podcast feed, ExplosionNetwork.com's official Star Wars podcast, and head on over to ExplosionNetwork.com to check out all our other great podcasts as well. If you want to come talk to us about Star Wars and any other shows you're watching, join our Discord, ExplosionNetwork.com/Discord. Tweet at us, ExplosionNetwork.com/Twitter takes you to all of our Twitters. And if you would like to support the website and or our podcast, head on over to ExplosionNetwork.com/Ko-fi or /support, which takes you to our Ko-fi page. We can support us for as little as $1. Until next time.
Was the eye on the end always a lightsaber, or was that new?
What?
So if you look at the Obi-Wan Kenobi logo.
Oh no, they added that. Yeah, they added that.
Okay, so it's new.
That's new.